Yeah, I'm ready.
Hey, Deandre, can you just walk us through the last couple of weeks for you as you narrowed your decision down and why you ended up making the move to come here?
Honestly, I'm gonna say first thanks to the Portland Trail Blazers. Great organization as well, and it wasn't tough, making this decision, but just taking my time and embracing, being a free agent and just learning how this thing works properly. And the teams that me and my agents evaluated during that time span, I felt that Lakers was the best fit. Being around the two best playmakers in the league, and just Laker Nation, just having a fan base is, just behind them is insane. I've never seen it before, and just to be a part of it, knowing that the winning legacy that this organization has, I know the expectations, and I know that winning is a lot. It means a lot here.
Yeah, imagine just referring to Luka and LeBron and kind of what a big man like you, how that can optimize your game. How do you think that could work on the court, and what have you seen from them over the years?
Completely. They both averaged about 9 assists over their career span, and just the type of players they create with their teammates. They turn them into superstars, and they make them bigger than their roles, and make them very important on the floor as well. And just seeing that, and finally getting the chance to go in and experience that would be big for me, and just get me back to my full form how I used to play, and just coming up and just being a part of the finals is those playmakers that I'm used to having around me that's leading to wins.
Deandre, you thanked the Blazers for your time there. For the last 2 years, I think your teams there won a combined 57 wins, and you played in Phoenix where you had a 60-plus win team. You made the NBA Finals another season. By being in Portland, did you kind of miss that winning environment in any sense? And do you feel like being with this Lakers team, coming off a 50-win season, coming off the 3rd seed in the Western Conference standings, you can, kind of bring more of your game to a group that has eyes set on winning? Yeah,
most definitely. Portland Trail Blazers, they had a different route, and me, I wanted to be in a winning situation, and when my agents and I finally got a chance in the free agency just to finally evaluate, I felt that Lakers was the best position. They want to win the championship right now, and I want to win right now as well, and just be a part of a winning legacy and just be around winners. And I won't say it was something difficult to think about. It just brings me back to where playing with the Suns and being a part of a winning organization. Winning, once you win, everything's easy, really, and that's what I wanted to be a part of again. And the last 2 years was just a different route for me, and I just learned a lot that when you don't win in this league, you could be forgotten. And I'm just glad Laker Nation welcomed me with open arms.
You mentioned LeBron and Luka in a previous answer. Just how much have you been able to speak with them, if at all, since it was clear that you were going to join the Lakers?
Yeah, I spoke with Luka for a little bit. I'm pretty sure they're all busy this offseason. I know Luka is handling this thing in Europe right now, but just quick follow and things like that. Just saying hello and just checking in.
Deandre, Daily Time, Brad Turner. When you hear critics say that about questions you about you reaching your max potential, playing at a high level consistently, does that motivate you more, and how you kind of use that going playing for the Lakers now?
Most definitely. It fuels me. It fuels me up completely, and it's a different type of drive that I've been wanting to express for a long time, and I think this is the perfect timing, here in the purple and gold, and it's a platform that I cannot run from. I can show what I really am, and just be around some greats to really emphasize that for me as well. And it is a lot of fuel in me, to prove the whole world wrong.
They've had some great centers here. A lot of shoes to fill. And you know about all the guys that have been here, what they've done. And
Truly, it's
one of those guys as well.
The LA Lakers. I've been watching them all the time when I was younger as well, and just knowing the greats. One of the greats I do know is Shaquille O'Neal growing up. I had a good relationship with him as a child growing up, playing for EYBL teams, me and his son, Sharif O'Neal, and I've created that relationship with him. And playing in the playoffs, getting to talk to him is like big hunk, you know, and you know how he had my back when I was winning as well. And, you know, just having that here is pretty cool.
Deandre, you've been one of the most efficient pick-and-roll finishers, just finishers in general, over the last few seasons. How do you envision your two-man chemistry with Luka?
Should be quite fun. I like to let my ball handlers do what they do, and, you know, they lead me to do the rest. And, you know, Luka he's black and white in the pick and roll, you know. He puts so much pressure on the rim, you know. You have to be willing to finish above the rim and just finish your rolls and, you know, just do your part. I think I've got a little cheat code, you know, playing with the playmakers I played with it in my past coming into the league. And I'm pretty aware of, you know, how to get guys open and, you know, either to play in the pocket or roll straight to the rim. But it's all about putting pressure on the rim and, you know, finishing at a high level. And, you know, that's where, you know, I think they'll really emphasize, you know, the pick and roll is because they're great passers as well. And, you know, the type of guys they are, you know, it puts them in a bind just playing that cat and mouse game in the pick and roll.
Mark. Deandre, good to see you. What do you think it will take to play to your max potential, but also knowing if you're fitting in with players like LeBron?
I'm already here. This platform I'm on, the organization, the team, the coaches, the opportunity I got, it won't take nothing. I'm already here. It's already took its place. I'm already here talking to you guys, representing the LA Lakers.
With that in mind, the idea, Deandre, of playing to your maximum potential, where are the areas in your game that you feel most determined to grow as a player?
Mainly just protecting that rim as much as possible. You know, closing out possessions and really just leading these things to buckets. Every pick and roll I set is a strong screen. When I roll to the rim, I'm rolling to the rim aggressively. You know, just really emphasizing the thing the team wants. What's my role and just really playing hard at it.
Yeah, just kind of wondering, in your mind, as you kind of look forward to this season, do you picture yourself as part of a big three type thing with LeBron and Luka, or is it more, you feel you're more kind of coming here to just kind of play a role?
I leave that up to you guys. I leave that up to you guys. You know, I'm just here to be a part of the puzzle. I'm here to fit in with Luka and JJ and Brown wants me to do. That's about it.
You've been asked a couple questions about kind of the motor, so to speak. Do you think those questions have been fair? And if not, you know, what part of you do you think people have misunderstood?
I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm on the court. I'm supposed to perform, and, you know, it's just different routes of organizations, whether you want to win or not. And, you know, I've just taken my route where I want to win. And, you know, when it comes to wins, it's like you play hard when you know everybody's goal is to win. You know, you do everything you're supposed to do or you can do to win.
Deandre, you said you've learned a lot. What's the biggest thing that you've learned in your last two stops that you want to take here?
True professionalism. You know, I feel like I've just been absent for a little bit in this league, and you know, hard work. I've just been trying to put in as much work as I possibly can, and you know, when I'm on the floor, I just really want to just show the world and just prove everybody that I am a winner. And you know, any position I'm in, I just want to really win and sacrifice the way how I did coming into this league.
Yeah, you haven't been the #1 pick in the draft and coming in the same year as Luka. Your guys' names have been connected ever since you stepped foot on NBA court. Just what do you think about the turn of events that now you guys get to be teammates and maybe you won't hear that noise quite so much because you guys are on the same page?
Yeah, it feel like a video game. Like somebody set it up. I think somebody set this up. But like honestly, it's an opportunity I won't take for granted. You know, Luka's a once in a generation player, and I'm happy to be his teammate. Hearing how much shape he's been in, he's super ripped, and I'm finally glad to be on his side. You know, while he's doing all of that, and you know, I'm just truly excited. You know, I'm a student of the game, and you know, I love to play with a passion. And you know, the love I've received, and I've not even thrown on the jersey yet. Is you know, I can only show you guys my appreciation.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey Jake, Mike Trudell with the Lakers and Spectrum Sportsnet. Just can you take me through your mindset this offseason, looking around to see which teams would be available, and why ultimately you decided that this would be a good fit.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I was just trying to decide which team was the best fit, where I could see my role expanding and seeing my potential as a player, continue to grow. There's really not much to say. It's the Lakers. It's a huge organization. It's the biggest market. I think the development process here is going to be great for me. I think as far as the way the team's set up, I think I'll fit right in. I've talked with JJ. When I had first signed, and I really see myself having a good role here, and I'm just excited to play with this team.
And Jake, just to follow up, could you share any of kind of what JJ talked about and how that lined up with how you feel like your skill set could fit this roster?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty versatile on both sides of the ball. Being able to space the floor, playing off guys like LeBron and Luka, Austin, and then defensively just being able to take on that toughest matchup is something that I've been growing on, I think, as my years have gone on. But I think I'll fit right in just as like that kind of 3-and-D connector type player on this team, and I'm just excited to grow and develop here.
Okay, what do Laker fans need to know about you that they haven't known in the past?
What do they what?
Laker fans need to know about you. Sorry, buddy.
Get to know about me?
Yeah, what do they get to know about you as a player?
That I play hard, I give it my all every night, whether I'm making shots, missing shots. The one thing I can control every game is bringing that energy off the bench, or whatever it is. I've always been that type of player that doesn't give up on plays. I love basketball. I bring a different type of energy to the game. Diving on loose balls, making that extra play, making those little plays, and that's something I'm gonna bring every night.
Jake, how did you see the Lakers kind of as an opponent last year? They ended up third in the West. They didn't have too long of a postseason run, but how do you kind of view them in terms of the Western Conference standings coming in next year, and how you could help them get further in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, when I was on Memphis, I know that the Lakers was always a team that we struggled to play against. They did have AD, but it's just a well put together team. A lot of obviously really good players on this team. Luka and LeBron, high IQ players, vets, been in the league a long time, and I'm just excited to get with them and learn.
Coach, Jake, Kobe Price, by the way.
Yep.
Obviously, you and Austin share an agent. Now that video of you guys in the car together has kind of gone viral since your signing. But what about your relationship with him, but even other Lakers that may pre-exist your signing with the team?
Yeah, Austin's really I played with Trey and Jordan Goodwin in Memphis for a little bit, but Austin, I've known him since I signed with that agency, and this offseason was the first time we were able to get together out in Jersey and kind of just be able to hang out and work out. We were hanging out, and I just happened to have that podcast the same day we were in the car, and it is what it is.
Jake, you really developed as a three-point shooter last year. How do you see that skill set fitting in around Luka, LeBron, and Austin?
Yeah, I just really just see that continuing to grow. I've always considered myself a very elite shooter. My biggest thing for this, upcoming year is to just get the attempts, a good amount higher. It's because you could say I shot 42% from three last year, but it was off 2 attempts. So, I'm trying to take it to the next level of, keeping that percentage while also, getting the shot attempts up per game. And I think playing with LeBron and Luka, who have so much, gravitational pull on the court, that I'll be able to do that with them.
What do you think Deandre can bring to the league?
Yeah, he's what is his nickname? Dominating. I think he's a tenacious player. I think he's gonna do the same thing. I think he's gonna fit in very well with Luka and Bron as far as being that starting center, and very offensively talented. So I think he's just going to be able to. I mean, obviously we're going to have to learn how to play within the different schemes that we're not used to or whatever. But I think he'll fit right in.
Hey Jake, I think you averaged around close to 4 assists your last year in college, and last year, first half of the season with Memphis, you were at like 3 or so. Just How has that playmaking game kind of developed since you've been in the NBA? And how do you kind of see, is that something, that maybe we can see a little more of?
Yeah, that's like I was saying at the beginning, just being that like connector type player as well. I mean, obviously now I'm playing with guys like Luka and LeBron who kind of have that same role, but last year I was able to get to the paint, pretty easily, and I was able to, draw on different defenders, and then just being able to kick the ball out, making easy reads, making the easy play. I consider myself a high IQ type player, and just being able to make the easy pass and getting the ball there, and then it's on the other player to make the shot.
Hey Jake, I know you moved to Indiana when you were young, but do you remember anything at all about growing up here in your early years, or do you have any family members that are excited about you putting on the purple and gold or anything like that?
Yeah, my dad's super excited. He grew up out here, and that's where Pasadena was where me and all my brothers were born. But yeah, my dad's super excited. He was a big fan of Magic growing up, so when he got the news, he was on the verge of tears. Don't tell him I said that, though.
That's a good city, Pasadena.
Yeah.
What type of conversations at all have you had with Luka and LeBron and Austin, kind of the core of last year's team so far since signing?
Haven't been able to speak with them yet. I've talked with Austin a little bit, but when I see them, I know we'll have a good conversation, about this upcoming year and what we're trying to do.
Jake, Zach Kleiman with the Grizzlies has admitted in hindsight that it was a mistake not to pick up the final option, your rookie deal. There's been some reporting that Sacramento hadn't necessarily expected there to be as competitive of offers out there for you, thinking they could retain you. Do you consider yourself a player who's been a bit underestimated in your career?
Yeah, I think I just bring something to the table that you don't find a lot, as far as doing the little things on the court while also being able to space out, knock down threes, guard both sides of the ball at my size. I bring energy to the court every night, so everyone values that.
Jake, in one of your previous or first answers, you mentioned the player development piece with the Lakers. Obviously, you just talked about Austin, developed Rui. Obviously been traded, but they've invested more in the player development recently. Just how much were you aware of that, as an opponent, in Memphis the past couple of seasons, just the Lakers player development staff or what they put into it lately?
Yeah, like I said, the Lakers is a great organization, so I would just assume that they would, put a lot of value into the player development process that they have, and just being able to see, the players like you mentioned, Austin and Rui, grow. Over the years, I'm excited to put myself in the shoes that they were in and take those same steps.
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate you guys.